The divine spirit defies the Great Father and throws off his shackles. He is now bound to the chains of freedom.
The Birdman.
So, even Chorus does not know? But I do remember hearing the tale of the Birdman. There is a similar story of divine spirits in Nagi legend as well.
Would you like to hear it? I would be saying for now no. But yeah, I will be saying yeah, that would be it for this one.
We should seek out Kikanok, the legendary Birdman. Enter the Dragonfly Forest, but be warned, an average cocoon master is no match for the denizens within. And be sure to ask the old gravekeeper about the legends. He is the storyteller of Syrus and should know much about the fables of old.
I might be saying all of this should be in the next part, not in session 1, so I might be saving here nonetheless. So I might still do my stuff, but in terms of everything else over here, I might be saying this will be it. Yeah, Dark Barber was extra back again with Jade Cocoon in the next session. It would be a little bit awkward since I am inserting something from the first session, which might be useful having it at the next part, because pretty much we need to continue onward. But before, I would like to show off what I did before, since I said I'll be going to do some preparing. Wrong button. And yeah, I prepared a lot. First of all, our patron pretty much got a level, since I was dealing with a certain monster which was on a high level for early beginning. I would say I could have done a little bit more with that, but nah, I'll leave it that, because yeah, with level 3 would be something else. And yeah, because of me on capture level 8, it would have maybe been still 7 if I hadn't screwed up once. Now, I don't think that would have actually mattered. I would still be at level 3. Well, that's also something I'll be coming in. Yeah, I have captured a whole lot of stuff. And before we will get a look of that, I'll be showing off what I got in between. Apparently I got a little bit of stuff. One thing is bitter mugwort. Restore health. A type of mugwort with a really strong smell and bitter taste that alludes to its strong curing power. Then we have the Great Walnut. We already know what's going on. Did I read it out last time? Don't think so. Increase max health. A nut packing energy for sprouting a new tree. Strengthens the body and protects against aging. I think I have it already. But in terms of stuff, I'll be using it on myself. That's not what I need to do. Not sure if I had this one already. Yeah, okay, I think I had it already. Chestnut oil. Actually, it's mostly this one. But this one it's actually something else. Okay, increases minion attack power. Oil from a tree with sharp thorns. Sharpens minions' claws. It might actually be something for Apatron. Just as a heads up, I will not be fusing any monsters. Not for now, I would say. Apatron will be the only one since it's a unique monster. It's the only one of its kind. And with that, I'll be having it strengthened. Yeah, this is pretty much what we got, the Sharp Liquor. And the Special Liquor is something I got as well. Restore minion HP and mana, pretty much the same thing. But Special Liquor made from pickled Sharp minion. It's just normal, and this one is a little special. Restores all minion HP and mana. Okay. Some and all. That's going to be something. Yeah, I think I showed off all of those already. Oh yeah, this was something. During me being on a catching spree, I caught one thing too many, and with it I turned it into silk. Silk thread spun from a white cocoon. Gives off a shine that grabs your attention. 7th highest grade of silk. And I'm not really sure what it was again in terms of how to make better silk. Not really sure if it's actually the worst kind of something and how to make it better. I think the minions level itself needs to be at a certain level for it to get better in value. Pretty much better in grade, so to speak. Skeleton key, I still haven't got this one. Maybe I'll be... should I be getting that? Depending. Details, there isn't much what I did in here, the same with everything around here, and I don't think I got anything else. Except the dragonfly key. We will be getting to the dragonfly forest. But before we are doing that, we're showing off some stuff.
Doing divine magic is very tiring. Ugh. After performing a purification, I feel so sluggish.
And this is also something.
Well, good luck.
I'll be doing this for now because...
Have you heard? Kalmar ran away from home. But I kind of know how he feels. A blacksmith's son must be a blacksmith. A Nagi woman must marry a cocoon master. Growing up is so unfair. Well, good luck.
And there must be a third one, if I remember correctly.
Remember the old gravekeeper, Poto? He always told the best stories, didn't he? I hope he's still doing all right.
And I think that's the last one. There isn't much to do over here because I already have stuff. I'll be... You know what? For that I might be doing a little bit of saving. Just in case, because as I said, viewing minions in a certain way makes it crash. Also, yeah, I did a whole lot of stuff. I pretty much saved after every session. This is where I last left off, I think. Then this is after the first batch, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth. And yeah, I could have done it a little bit better in terms of everything, but whatever. But in terms of stuff, I did a whole lot. Because I did pretty much everything. What I pretty much did is almost the same thing as I did with Arbitron, but instead of everything full, I just caught up to 8 of them, pretty much specifically 8 of them, and merged them with one another. That's pretty much the reason why you are seeing level 6 and level 4 minions. And it's pretty much everything. First we have Mardrek. This is the... not really sure what's considered the normal version. Consider that during the demo I have seen this one first. I would say this would be the normal one. But in terms of everything else, I'm really not so sure about this. But in terms of stuff, I would say this might be the normal one. And the other one is pretty much at the very bottom, but I have everything in alphabetical order. So yeah. And I might bring him along with his other party because of the strength everyone has. Well, considered Arbitron, pretty much. Well, mine's is a little bit more speedy while having quite a bunch of attack and everything, while still having magic in terms of both. But in terms of HP, it's still not that much. Still. Then we have Mukhambu. This is the one of the healer ones. What I actually thought of doing would be merging stuff with one another of the same element. I might be doing that, but since that would actually mean me changing Arbitron's appearance with that, I might be actually saying no. So that's stuff. Then we have Nushap. Don't know if I pronounced stuff correctly, but whatever. It's pretty much the snake one we got, which is the normal version. And yeah, was even though we got 2 of them at once, so catching them was actually a little bit easier. It was still a nuisance, mostly because of health reasons, and I also did it together with them, the Mardrake, and its color variation. Next one is Patalchu. And it's that guy. I would have brought him along since he's quite strong apparently, because of 30 attack right here. Since this one, even though there is only 2 level difference, might be actually doing more, but in terms of everything else, it's not that much. Then we have Pataimil, whatever. It's him. And it's quite speedy, even though I would still say what I have in terms of Arbitron, it would still be way better. Then we have Patash. Pretty much the shiny variant of Mokhambu. And in terms of stuff, yeah, what Patalchu is in terms of physical stuff. Patash is pretty much magical. I could have actually said that right here, since it's already quite obvious in terms of magic and everything. Then we have... how to pronounce this? Escape? Pretty much the variant of Patalchu. And in terms of stuff, same in terms of stats. Then we have Skull Wasp. the alternative one for the other one, of course, Squoot. That's the snake which now looks way more poisonous, but it's actually air. Would have maybe even more poisonous if it was actually an earth elemental. Whatever. The actual earth elemental which I will be also bringing along is him. Turfrate. And it's pretty much in green. Well, that's pretty much my party I'm bringing along. Apatron pretty much being at the front, and depending on stuff, I might be actually maining Apatron pretty much throughout the whole playthrough. If I can't be using him because of someone being an Earth Elemental, I'll be switching over to Mardrake, or maybe even Turfrate. So yeah, in that regard, that's pretty much the team, those three. And in terms of me using, actually merging, how many spaces do I still have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16. So in terms that how many did I still have in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. I'm not really sure if it's actually 8, which I'll be getting in the next forest. But in terms of what I have planned on doing is between each session I'll be going through the last forest back through again, and we'll be actually capturing everything, each of them 8 times, which is new. I might be capturing some old ones, depending if they are there, just to if they are higher in level than what I have gotten in the Beetle Forest. So if we get more Mardrake or Turfrates, which are higher than level 3, I might be capturing them, depending on stuff. Actually, I don't need to do that though, because I could just use them here. The only thing I would be doing in terms of capturing is just leveling up my main character. And I'm not even sure what leveling that up is actually doing that much. I mean, it would make capturing easier, I would say. Because since I am level 1 and maybe them being higher level, I need to pretty much be on their level, so to speak, to capture them normally. Because elsewhere might be pretty much difficult, I would say. So yeah, that's pretty much all the minions I currently have here. But I'm still not done in terms of stuff over here. This might be the part with it then. Do you have anything?
The story of creation is handed down from Gi, the great Nagi prophet of old. It tells of the origin of all that lives in the land of peril.
Hear the story of creation. Okay, I'll be getting it then.
Elrum released his minions, the divine spirits, unto peril. He spake, "Thou shalt not become what presides over life."
Spake? What?
And so they spent days bringing life to the forest and giving names unto themselves. And then one day, a spirit made up its mind to create a beast in its own image. Elrum warned, "That creature is the beast of knowledge, and it will someday bring temptation upon you." Thou shalt not associate with it. The divine spirit so promised and gave birth to the beast of its own image. Such was the birth of man, the beast of knowledge, as told by the prophet Gi. As the sands of time flowed on, the beasts bore children, and so continued to multiply. Soon a fateful day came to the forest. One of the divine spirits fell in love with the daughter of man, and so the promise was at last broken. Elrum punished the divine spirit for its sin by transforming it into a beast. Descendants of that divine spirit dwell still in the forest, and sometimes they reveal themselves to us. The Birdman, Kikinok, as mentioned in the folk tales of Peril, might be referring to this spirit.
Well, that's apparently it. Kikinok is pretty much the next place we
We
did.
should seek out Kikinok,
Yeah.
the legendary Birdman. Into the Dragonfly Forest. But be warned, an average cocoon master is no match for the denizens within. And be sure to ask the old gravekeeper about the legends. He is the storyteller of Syrus and should know much about the fables of old.
Well, I might be needing to get back to the old footage because I might need to timestamp everything correctly, so to speak. I may be doing that here because there isn't much to do. So in terms of stuff, I'll be actually going. I might be actually going through this order.
You haven't seen my foolish son, have you? I bet he's out playing pranks with that no-good watchtower kid again. Tell him his old man said to stop playing in the forest, to come home and do his chores.
Well, what will it be today? Well, do I even get anything? First of all, others. Do I even get to sell stuff? Nope. Do I even get to sell anything at all? Well, first of all, I'll be selling the knife. Do I get to buy anything even? Well, there's stuff in here. The Sword of Speed, which is quite something. I might need to do a little bit in terms of stuff because seriously, that's a whole lot. And I'm not sure if I get anything speedy from here as well. It would be something because yeah, the nullification of speed, of the speed going down from the armor might be actually good if I have this equipped. Yeah, no.
Come again when you can handle that weapon there. I got it prepared too, you know.
Before, since I pretty much just noticed that, I'll be equipping this. And there's pretty much nothing else for me to do. That dagger is... Even though... I have more doesn't really matter that much. Whatever. On to the town shop. Not even sure what's even in here. Ah, yeah, this. Hey, how's it going, Mr. Cocoon Master? It's gonna be tough battling demons and all. Me? Well, I have it hard, but not nearly as bad as you. My father is always away, so my mom never leaves me alone. She's just lonely. It's great that she loves me and all, but jeez. Have you ever been smoothed like that? I always am. Oh yeah, you came to do some shopping. What do I even get in here? Wait a second, what is this? Mega Mugwort? Restore health. A type of mugwort, but smaller. It continues. I thought it was just a one sentence again. A type of mugwort, but smaller, sweeter smelling, and with fuzzier leaves. Okay. Cures bleeding and reduces fever. What is that? Also, what is this? Total restoration. What is that? 10 die. Uyaku. I would say it might be Japanese, so pronouncing it somewhat Germanish would be actually okay. Dried root of a great tree from deep in the forest, also called the immortality root. Adjusts the Visera? Whatever. Then we have this already, and there's nothing else afterwards. Do I even get stuff to sell? Well, that's something. And there's also this. I could sell it. Should I even? Also, first of all, I'll be selling you. Then I'll be selling you because it's actually doing a little bit of magic. Why would I be doing stuff if I have minions that are doing it for me? Well, I might still leave it, but in terms of everything else, I'll be selling some other stuff. Actually, what do you do again? Pretty much is doing the poisoning, so not really using that. Antidote, this stays there. This, not so really sure because of everything over here, and after a battle, stuff is getting restored either way. Maybe I might need to have it there just in case. And maybe this as well, so yeah, I'll leave it for now. I'm so bored, and there haven't been any customers today. Maybe I'll go to the square to hear some stories. Chief's estate. Is there actually something over there this time? Not sure, but I'm still exploring everything around here. I would say there isn't much. Still they slumber. At least you are not still saying the same thing. Futile may it be, but we cannot leave their sides. I mean, they are pretty much just asleep, so to speak, so yeah, they need some nourishment. None shall pass without, yeah. So nothing much except a little bit of more text from the other side. Silk mill? What's here even? Anything over here? I'm not seeing anything, so... Well, if it isn't our shining ray of hope, I sure would like to be called that once. You listening? Everyone in my family is out working, so we cannot care for our sick. But since the chieftain opened his estate to the sick, at least I can get some work done. I hope things can get better soon. I'm sorry, we are out of use. Wrong way, sheesh. And inside. There we go. More stuff. What will become of the village? I wonder if those people will stay asleep until they die. Then what will become of us? Don't worry now. That's why we have a cocoon master. The chieftain and Jibara have taken care of it. I hope you're right. But didn't the minstrels talk about the tragedy of Gehenna all over again? Say, is your son alright? Don't tell me he's going to run away too. Don't say that. He isn't running away. That's right, isn't it? Your husband, he'll come back, won't he? Well, Well, stuff is surely going on still. Oh, Dark Bahamut, still working hard, right? You will determine the fate of the village. Remember, we have placed our faith in you. Faith. Fate or faith? Faith. Because it's TH. What's the matter? You didn't come all this way to see me, did you? Your mother is right here. Is your work going well? You need not worry about me. You try to save the village as soon as possible. You see, your mother says the same thing. Stop hanging around here and go get that herb. And I'm not really sure if it's actually herb or actually herb. I went into the corner. Sheesh. Onto the watchtower. Not sure if there's actually anything over there.
Huh? The Birdman of the Dragonfly Forest? Can't help you there. But let me tell you, he'd be no match for Kelmar, no matter how strong he says he is. Right, Kelmar?
You idiot! That's enough already!
Okay then.
What? You met Master Chorus because of us.
Okay then.
So you're going into the forest in search of that guy? You're not gonna kill him, are you? You won't be able to get that powder if you do. Good luck bringing that stuff back from Kikinak. And tell me all about it when you get back. No, I just want to know what he's like.
Do you all still have something to talk about after this?
If you do meet Kikinak, tell me all about it. I just want to know what he's like. You're the only one who can become a cocoon master. You're so lucky. I have to become a blacksmith.
Okay, maybe
No, it's nothing for you to worry about.
I might have skipped a little bit of dialogue before in the last session, so...
I wonder what it's like outside of Syrus. Oh, I'm so sick of this village.
Oh, what is it? Give message? What? Give message? What?
Oh, man. That pig-headed old-timer. He knew this whole time? Was there anything else?
Oh yeah, that.
Maybe like that bird monster? So you're going into the fort?
Okay, this is pretty much repeating now. God damn it. Hey!
You talk as if he was your own teacher. In your dreams. He's only teaching you things so you can help the village. But what were you thinking?
What was I? What? For what?
Hurry up and go back to the forest.
Okay. Before I'll be doing that, I still have one more place to go, I think. That's okay, Savile, then. Not sure if there's anything in here, though. Okay, there is. So you are to head into the Dragonfly Forest now, eh? That's it? God damn it. Have you been training at all? The Dragonfly Forest is one mean place. You will learn something as an apprentice of the Blue Cocoon Master, won't you? Okay, there's still a few more places in here. Okay, there's nothing here. Okay, next one. Okay, there we go. Does he have some more legends to tell? Might be.
You know, I quite like it here. I wonder if you understand. I have a fine view of the forest. I love the forest. That is why I like it here. When I'm here watching the forest, I need nothing else at all. Oh my, I almost forgot about the frolicking children. Their smiles are important too.
Which tale shall I tell? Yeah, I already heard about this one, The Legend of Alcana. Then there is the story of the Birdman. What's this all about?
Once upon a time in a faraway village, there lived a woodcutter who always boasted of his strength. It is said that the woodcutter wanted to test his own strength by felling the tallest tree in the forest. He hastily ventured deep into the forest in search. Meanwhile, the forest told the great tree of the woodcutter. The great tree sighed deeply, lamenting his foolishness, and he continued to sigh. And before long, the breath of the great tree became a thick and heavy fog which shrouded the forest. The woodcutter soon lost his way. He grew so tired wandering about that he soon took a short rest. Just then, sweet-smelling fluffs began to float down from above. All who would smell their sweet scent would fall fast asleep. The woodcutter couldn't help but to fall in a deep slumber, and there he lay, snoring great snores in the middle of the forest. For 3 days he slept. On the morning of the 4th day, a Birdman flew down to where he lay. He spoke to him. "I'm the strongest, you always say. One fight with me, if you may." But the woodcutter remained fast asleep. "You can try to sleep if you must, but I shall wake you with my dust." As he spoke those words, the Birdman sprinkled a glistening white powder upon the woodcutter. With that, the woodcutter sneezed a great sneeze and jumped to his feet. The surprised woodcutter shouted, "Who on earth are you? I warn you, I am incredibly strong, and I will battle right now." The Birdman replied, "You can't defeat me, but if you do, we can be friends and I'll share my powder with you. It cures all illness and turns old to new. I got it from the forest people called the Amu." The woodcutter tried to grab the Birdman, but the woodcutter had been asleep for 3 days. He was too hungry to hold on. With one flap of his mighty wings, the Birdman blew the woodcutter all the way back to the village. The woodcutter told the villagers all about the strange Birdman, but not a soul believed him. From that day on, the woodcutter never again boasted of his strength.
That's one story.
Understand? The divine tree of the forest is an incarnation of Elrum. You must never think of harming it. It is always watching over us. There are many other tales with the Birdman. It seems they all say that he hates fire. Perhaps he was barbecued in a previous life.
Maybe that's the reason why I still have it, so to speak.
So why did you become a cocoon master? Because they made you? For the sake of the village? You must not think that way. Many years ago, the children of the village used to come to hear my stories. You were one of them. You always played the flute, even when you were a little boy. Even the rowdiest children would calm down when you started playing. And now, do you still like the flute? If so, then be strong and gentle like the flute.
Anything else in terms of stuff? Nope.
Come again anytime. Oh, the wind is getting stronger. Know you that on days like this, the sound of your flute shall be carried by the wind and heard far and wide. And each time I hear it, I shall pray for your safe return.
Not really sure if he says this because I am now level 8. Because depending on my level, after each 4 levels, I would be saying that I'll not only gain a rank, so I pretty much skipped a rank by going through of here, since I am now level 8. Because the first new rank gotten was on level 4. And after each new rank, my flute melody pretty much changes. And pretty much also gets a little bit longer, I would say. I mean, I can show off at least one of those. Pretty much the current one, but not sure if I'll be able to do the... would be able to do the one before, but still. Oh, so you... nah, goddammit. So you are to go to the Dragonfly Forest, are you? A perilous place that is. Tread carefully. Well now, let us play a song of the Birdman for you, alright Yazoo? Wait, is there such a song? Deep within the Dragonfly Forest, the White Forest's depths, blah, blah. I'm not singing that much, but I'm actually reading it just. The White Forest is the deep of... nah, God's sake, what am I reading? The White Forest is the forest of sleep. The Dragonfly Forest is the forest of sleep. This both same thing. The Dragonfly Forest is the forest of the Birdman. Sprinkle the power, wake the sleeping. Wake me up inside. Do you have anything else to say as well? Or is it both for the same? Nah, I would say, yeah, it's pretty much both for one. That one is already part for 2. So here I'll be going to the barrier gate, because I need to go somewhere else.